I don't know if we start now or if we should wait until the game kind of kicks in or
Yeah, we can
what all.
introduce ourselves.
That's true. Do you want to go first? You want me to? So I can kick us off unless you want to. Don't matter to me. But I don't know. I'll go ahead and kick us off. Hello everybody watching. We are your casters for the BG Esports versus Kent State game today. I'm the team manager / captain of Arian. Yeah. Looking for a good game today. Dude, turn this down on my end. That's kind of loud. There we go.
All right.
Getting into the band phase. We do have some subs playing on the BG side, so hopefully they've got it all down, figured out, ready to go. Got the Gangplank and the Samira bands.
You wouldn't last a day
Kaisa ban.
Kaisa coming through. I know from personal experience just in solo queue, Kaisa's a really strong pick right now. Her and Jin both seem to be doing a lot.
Samira as well, if you draft a pretty heavy CC comp.
I was about to say, yeah, there comes the Jin, so they're definitely targeting the AD carry from BG's side.
Pantheon's probably the best jungler right now.
I've also seen him support a lot. And then there's the Seraphine pick locked in. I know last week they kind of used it as a teaser flex pick, but I've been talking to Scott a little bit, and he loves her versatility and kind of ability to adapt to a game throughout it and scale well.
I believe Seraphine's probably one of the best supports just because she puts out an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, she has high damage, and then her ult in the later games, kind of wherever she's positioned, will kind of recast off of those hits. So very good.
Looks like we're going Ivern Rengar.
Oof.
They can combo with Ivern's bushes. Rengar can
yeah.
jump out with his passive.
I've had my fair share of Ivern Rengar bot, and I'm not saying they're going to do this because it's more of a team base, but it's definitely something that's kind of disrespectful.
Right. It's looking like BG's driving pretty good team comp.
A lot of CC coming in for the Misfortune R, just from the Malphite and the Seraphine alone.
Mordekaiser in the top lane.
Love to see the 1v1s. Round 2 of the ban phase. Looks like they're going to be looking to ban jungle and mid lane for BG's side. There comes out the Hecarim. I know we watched BR Grizzly play that last week, and he had some clean plays.
I won't be denied.
Sejuani ban. I don't know if that would be... Unless they're expecting the Ivern Rengar bot, but I feel like that's like a Sejuani mid, maybe? I don't know.
Could be the Ivern Rengar bot, just because the Malphite was picked, and then the Mordekaiser was picked.
That is true.
Looks like they banned the Amumu.
There goes the Corki mid. Or ADC, I guess. I feel like I've only ever really seen a mid since like season 5.
Yeah, I believe that's all he plays is mid. Get smashed in the bottom lane.
Graves pick.
So with the Graves pick, I believe it's a Ivern Rengar bottom.
Oh yeah. They definitely have a somewhat strong dive comp on Kent State side, I think. Got a lot of kind of damage but versatility, whereas BG seems to be focusing on that CC and more bursty damage.
The Echo Yone, so it'd be probably the Echo in the jungle, Yone in the mid.
Next up last is the mid pick for Kent State. Hovering the Victor, we did see the Irelia. Blocks and then Lysandra, another strong pick.
Oh, to be the Yone for top lane.
I'll say top lane Malphite, another filthy pick. You kind of let him do his thing, but then when he shows up for team fights is when you kind of get scared and run away. It is the Rengar Ivern bot. That should be somewhat of a hassle. They don't have as much range as the Seraphine Misfortune. Or range, not rain. Can't read, can't write, can't win a team fight.
I believe if Seraphine and Misfortune could poke them out of lane, they'll do pretty well.
I think definitely level 6. If they can stay away from those bushes, they have a stronger ult combo than the Rengar Ivern. Because they have a lot of damage coming from the BG bot lane.
You're just going to have to keep those bushes warded up.
Yes, sir. Definitely going to be a red ward bot lane kind of game with the Rengar. Oh man, I've never had to do this with the spectator delay. I don't know what to talk about for this long.
It's a very long time.
Oh yeah.
Just be throwing in filler.
So I've got like our chat pulled up, and hi, I'm Eric for the BG team is getting a lot of support from his friend in chat. He believes he will smash anybody he's going against. So it should be a fun thing to watch.
Awesome.
Because I feel like in the top lane, unless he's going to AP Malphite, the Mordecai definitely has more damage, but the Malphite has a lot of crowd control, and so kind of control his lane a little bit with that.
In my solo queue games, the last 3 games I've played Mordekaiser, and I've won my lane pretty significantly. I've been like 4-1 out of lane usually.
Oh wow! I
know it doesn't matter because if your team gets behind, you can't carry the game with Mordekaiser. Not like you used to be able to.
So I'm looking at kind of Mordekaiser just into BG's comp, as he does have the ultimate to take, like an Echo or a Yone and get that huge burst out of the fight. But they still got a lot of potential for damage from the BG team. Looks like our coach is confident in our bot lane dealing with the Rengar Ivern, and I feel like I shouldn't be biased kind of as the spectator, but I do agree with that. I think the Misfortune and the Seraphine has a lot more potential than Rengar Ivern.
I also agree with that.
Because I know, like Rengar Ivern, you can kind of abuse the enemy AD carry in laning phase, but once it starts to get more towards like the team fight phase, Rengar kind of has to, play around and like pick off somebody. He can't really, like Misfortune has a lot of range in both like her E and her ultimate that the Rengar can't really match. So team fight, if BG's team stays kind of safe and doesn't let that Rengar get his pick, they should definitely win fights very easily.
I think the fight's going to revolve around Mordekaiser.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be like the team fight winning thing for one of the team fight winning things for Kent State is who he kind of gets off out of the fight and how that 1v1 goes in their little shadow realm.
How dragons and barons are going to go.
Yeah. Though, I believe in the Echo. Uh-oh. There we go. Getting into the fight or into the game. Spawning in, giving off their welcome emotes for the game.
Showing off them skins.
Yes, sir. Mordekaiser jamming out in his fountain, ready to walk the lane.
Looking like a 5-man start for everyone.
Oh yeah, everybody's running to get some vision of the river, trying to block that invade. Looks like neither team's gonna go for it.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Both jungles appear to be hiding on their top side of the map. Or at least roaming to get the vision from it.
We're probably gonna both wood that pixel brush, I'm assuming. There goes Graves walking up.
Graves walking up to it. Looks like the Rengar is kind of inching forward, but...
Some missing pings, so they do know that the bush is warded. Graves
backing. Maybe looking to start it as blue, but he appears to be heading back towards the top of the map.
Blue side start for Echo.
Classic. Oh, yes. So BG is going to be the blue side, kind of bottom half of the map, and Kent State's the top red color on this game.
Both junglers are going to get a leash from their top lane.
Does look like the Ivern Rengar is kind of trying to get set up to possibly catch out the Misfortune. But Rengar did jump out early. Successful leash. On both sides.
Looking like Echo's a little bit ahead of Graves here. In time.
Mm-hmm. I do think Echo does have a somewhat faster clear just because Graves has to reload. Echo's kind of got that more burst and his passive scaling damage. Clear his camps faster.
You can see every time Rengar jumps out of that bush, they're hitting him with auto attacks.
Yeah. We do have a skirmish in the top lane. The Mordekaiser passive kind of procking, getting a little bit of that DPS on the Malphite, but he seems to be stay safe. Good poke coming from BG's bot lane, forcing that Rengar to not be as aggressive as he's probably hoping to be.
It's looking like a full clear for Graves.
So both junglers, well, I guess Echo did not do his wolves on the top side, but looking to roam bot, potentially get some type of play going on down there.
Lissandra got her first back, purchased a Dark Seal.
Looking to get that scaling damage. Poke by the Seraphine, putting in the deeps.
Echo with the lane gank.
Both junglers are top side. So
Malphite's scaling up that, gonna have to get some magic resist here. Cool thing about the Malphite pick is he's already generally got a lot of armor.
Yeah, he's one of those thicker, kind of more bruiser champs just for natural scaling before items.
Graves was looking for a gank there in the bottom lane, ends up backing.
Now I'll see them.
Let's say Echo is still on the bot side of the map. Looks like Graves is walking top. BG top laner is disconnected and reconnected, but I know they said that might be a revolving problem for his connection today, which hopefully doesn't impact him too much. Ivern looking for the Q, doesn't seem to hit it.
Got a big wave coming in here for the BG bottom lane.
Oh yeah. Get that farm up. Looks like mid's just kind of poking each other. Bot lane's going in.
Echo's coming in.
Rengar picks up the first blood on the Seraphine. However, Echo does come, so hopefully they can punish him. The teleport down from both the mid laners and the Kent State top laner.
Good flash out of Misfortune.
Good flash out of Misfortune, but an unfortunate skirmish kind of on BG's side. Kent State picking up 2 kills. However,
That allows Malphite to push in a large wave in the top lane.
Yep, Malphite's looking to push his wave, kind of steal that farm from Mordekaiser and then back. Graves looks like he's setting up vision, getting that scuttle on the top side, potentially looking to invade or gank mid.
Gank mid.
Yone going in. Looks like the Lissandra will pick up that mid lane kill.
Cool thing about Yone is he has the best scaling in the game. So if this game goes pretty late.
Just looking to clear that mid wave to stop the Lissandra from pushing in too deep. The Rengar is going in. Gets some damage off from the BG team, but they seem to repel him off with the...
A good misfortune Q hits both.
Oh yeah.
Rengar and Iron. Looking like both junglers are here in the bottom lane.
Big damage from the Rengar onto the Seraphine. However, it looks like Echo's coming down.
Counter gank from Graves. Graves is now starting up the first dragon of the game.
Oh yeah. Good poke from Misfortune to kind of get the Rengar off her back.
Ooh.
Ooh.
One more auto.
Looks like Malphite's working his way back up top. Kent State's starting the drag. It doesn't appear BG has any vision of it. This dragon, first dragon of the game's going over to Kent State.
It's looking like Ivern's maxing his E. Field's getting pretty happy. Gank here in the mid lane.
Get that sustain on the Rengar for the fight. Looks like Yone will be picked off. He might be able to pick up Graves. Just unfortunately disconnected from the mid lane.
Malphite getting poke damage in.
Echo on the invade. Looking to see if there's a red buff here, but Graves is right there. So we might have a skirmish. Top lane fight. Malphite putting in some damage. However, Echo is stealing the red buff from Graves.
Looking to me like
a skirmish. Kent State mid lane roaming up. Does buy Yone some farm time.
After that level 2 beatdown on Malphite, he finally got some health and stand toe to toe with this Mordekaiser. Bad thing about Malphite is his Q mana is quite a lot. So if you keep using your Q ability,
he was pushing a little bit, but I think he recognized he was out of mana and didn't know where Graves was. Decided to back, which was good because Graves was clearing his top side, looking for the gank.
It's looking like Yone and Echo are roaming down bottom, followed out by a ward. Also, if you notice that ward in the mid lane right there, that's up pretty towards the tower. That spots out a lot of roams. Farming here in the bottom.
Say, Ivern and Echo both spot each other in the river, but neither of them kind of have their teams behind their back. So no ping, or a couple pings exchanged.
5k gold lead already.
Oh yeah. Got the 3 bounties on Kent State's side. Malphite doing a lot of damage to the Mordekaiser. Getting out of his passive.
Blue buff given over to Lissandra.
is bot looking for a gank, but they don't really know where Ivern is right now.
Ivern walking up towards that blue buff.
Pink's coming out. Both teams kind of know who's roaming around. Graves looking for the gank mid. Knows he doesn't have vision of him.
Ivern is also there.
Kill picked up in his state.
They're just abusing this Yone in the mid.
Graves looking to start Herald.
He gets that Herald, that mid lane tower could potentially go down. Herald takes up 2 plates of damage.
Yeah, that Herald could open up the mid, which allows Sandra to roam, pick up some more kills in the other lane if she gets to the chance. Graves looking top to make sure he's okay, but it appears Mordekaiser will be fine.
Ivern's on his way bottom.
Both teams now have full 6s on both sides.
Very good ultimate by Malphite to get out of the Mordekaiser R.
Echo coming top. Malphite is low on mana and health, so I don't know if they'll be able to kind of win this fight in a 2v1 since without his loss, but he's backing it, looks good.
The thing about this Rengar Ivern lane is they're always going to push.
Yeah, having that range disadvantage on the Rengar does suck, but he does have that massive damage with the bushes that allows him to kind of abuse whoever he's laning against.
Like Graves and them starting up the second dragon of the game.
Yep. Doesn't appear BG has vision of it, so this dragon will fall over to the red side. Daisy coming out bot.
It'll be an infernal dragon for the soul.
Graves gets the flash, flashes towards Yone. Does not pick up the kill though, but they exchange flashes, which are both vital cooldowns.
Looking like they're the red team's prioritizing a lot of their vision around that bottom lane.
I know kind of keeping those bushes free of people allows the Rengar to hop around and do what he does best. BG's Echo finishing up the top camp for the invade.
Mordekaiser looking to set up a freeze here.
Little skirmish from the Malphite. Manages to get out. Echo there being chased by the Graves.
If Ivern gets spotted, BG potentially could kill Rengar.
Just a vision on the bush.
Ivern's still hovering in that top lane.
Malphite saw there was the vision. Doesn't know who it is. Shields from the Seraphine do block a lot of damage, so it was a good pick for that kind of skilling.
They spot Graves there in the top lane.
BG team still has not spotted Ivern. Walking back to lane, we're so surely though. Mordekaiser pushing his wave in.
Ultimate there out from Yone to get away from the gank. Gets Flash
Good Seraphine flash.
Looking like they're going for that tower there in the mid lane.
Ready to go. Comes out the Daisy. Seraphine R.
Good Seraphine R.
The Misfortune R, unfortunately, did get around.
DPs for both teams. Mordecai's are all on the Yone. And there's guys in the fight.
Spirit, the 5v5 ace for Kent State.
10k gold lead at 15 minutes. 16 minutes.
Game in the early stages kind of leaning more into the mid to late game stage, definitely in Kent State's favor.
They got 2 towers out of that with Terrell their mid. Another one in the bottom lane.
Lissandra clearing out the jungle.
Rift Herald will be coming back up in 55 seconds. Infernal in 120.
No main objectives up for Baron / Dragon in Kent State, but they do happen to get the turrets plus a lot of vision on that bot side of the map to kind of track where Echo's at and keep their bot lane in check.
It's looking like all the mythic items are complete for the Kent State side.
Lissandra picking up Luden's Tempest.
Only one mythic item there for the BG side. Yeah. Hextech Rocket Belt there for Echo.
Just look like Ivern's looking to get Echo. Clear the vision.
Starting up this Rift Herald.
Fortunately, Rengar did just clear the vision, so it doesn't look like BG team has the map awareness that he's clearing it. Although I don't know if it would be something expected for the Rengar to solo it.
That third break
Fight
coming up.
down.
Daisy beating up on Yone.
Second Herald going over to Kent State side. BG starting with Infernal Dragon.
4v3 there.
The first dragon of the game.
Very good Seraphine ultimate.
Very good Seraphine ult. Kent State does
Into the Yone ult.
heal. And then get punished by the Kent State.
I think if BG wasn't so far behind, they would have wiped them there.
I think BG, if they can get to the point of the game where they're all scaled, Malphite all alone definitely has a lot of team fight potential. Set up kind of the Seraphine ult or the Misfortune ult.
The Seraphine ult hit, and then Yone comboed on top of that, and the entire Misfortune ult hit 2 of them. An inhibitor there for the red team. Ping's coming out for Baron.
Pressure on bot side, looking to roam up to the Baron.
Some counter jungling going on. Almost a 15k gold lead.
This game is definitely looking in favor of Kent State. They do have 3 dragons looking for the soul at the next spawn.
"23-minute Infernal Soul." Graves just picked up the collector off of that. Good Malphite ultimate out. Huge shield.
Looking to get the shutdown on the Rengar. Flashes coming out from BG's side.
The ultimate.
Rengar
Good
team
Seraphine
goes
ult.
up. cleanup crew has arrived. Unfortunately, no kills over for the BG side. Kent State looking to do the Baron.
Ivan does the Baron from forever away.
So we do have BG's jungle looking to pick up a turret bot lane. TP
coming out of Mordekaiser.
They're looking to siege top lane and inhibitor with Baron.
He's just in there beating on that tower. And that falls into the wave.
Those get CC'd by the Rengar.
Infernal Drake coming up in minute 50. Kent State. Don't end here.
Kent State looking to end game 1.
Walking in with the Daisy. Andre back and TP'd into the bottom lane. Now looking like all lanes are inhibitors down. Good Malphite ultimate. Good Seraphine ultimate on top of that.
They do pick up their first kill of the game. Unfortunately, though, the team will be aced. It looks like Kent State is going to close out game 1.
That'll be game 1.
First game going over to Kent State. Should have a 5 to 10 minute intermission before starting round 2.
Lots of damage there from the Graves.
Oh yeah. Curious to see after that game kind of which bans will come through on BG's side and how they'll attempt to respond to that. Definitely a lot of damage from the bot lane. I feel they weren't expecting. I will say make sure you rejoin the tournament realm because it looks like from. Yep. If you need the code for it. Yeah, so if you go to play, it asks for like the code in tournament. The X at the top near kind of your picture. Not that one, just to the left. Oh, yeah. Then now the bottom, yeah. Then yeah, just go to play, and then there's that kind of cup near the top right. And then I would not show it to stream though, probably wise.